Hey there, Virgo. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are here for you. This is your January 2023 reading. I can take those out now that Isaac is sleeping. We had those in because he was barking and we were working on training in the reading for Taurus. Taurus might be... we jinxed it. Holding some focus here for you. Oh, Isaac. Oh, your nightgown came off. Hold on, doll. Wait, sweet pea. Give me a sec, Virgo. Sorry, baby doll. I thought that was on you. Right. Let's back it up. Some of you maybe you got like into a bit of a tiff or an argument with somebody, or like I see someone here making commentary about something that's going on in your life and it's a bit maybe critical, and it's kind of like, well, I just see you kind of being like, you don't really have information at all about what's going on here, and you're just sort of making like an assumption. For some of you, I see you having a conversation about something here with someone, and for some of you may have to like officially sort of give somebody a piece of your mind, like let someone know that you don't give a hot hooler of a damn of what this person really has to say about, you know, your creative output, okay? Virgo, let's get into it. I see jewelry here. There can be something about a piece of jewelry. Energy. Okay. See something in the window. Isaac, no, leave it. No, leave it. It's okay. Leave it. He's hearing some other dog bark. Some of you, like, you have some weird troll energy. Something is very, like, irrelevant. Like, I feel like whatever this is actually not accurate at all. It's like someone here talking on the outskirt of your life, like, doesn't know you, doesn't know a single dang thing about you, okay? Virgo, I feel like there's a lot of hearsay, there's a lot of there's a lot of Jersey, I'm sorry to say it like that, but it's like your private life is turning into a bit of like a reality show is what I'm hearing. Like they don't know this, whoever this is doesn't know anything about you. Clout chaser vibes. Alert. Movement of wands leading out of the Five of Cups and the Earth Mother. Some of you, wow, you're going to have this moment of realizing that you don't owe anybody an explanation for anything. Some of you are dealing with someone who is literally just like trolling you. I hate to say that. I hope it's not the case. I hope it's, you know, but I just hope that whatever it is, you're coming down to this energy, because I feel like it's such a shame. Like, it has nothing to do with you, and it's not at all a focus about you. What this person is saying about you is about themselves, ultimately, and it's not even that. It's like, they don't even know who they are. That's why they're going after, you know, somebody else's cause. We have the Two of Cups and the Innocence of Pentacles. Some of you have to sort of finally maybe even get something off your chest. Maybe someone here is communicating to you, or vice versa, about, let's clear. They feel that maybe they gave the wrong impression, like maybe they communicated that they didn't care about you when they did, or they miscommunicated. Maybe there was a factor that they didn't expose, and it's like, it's kind of like even someone feeling like they unfairly sort of like even won the popular vote. It's like, I just don't know if this is fair, because I didn't really tell everyone, like, let's say what my diet looked like, or what the backstage of my life looked like, or, you know, someone feels that maybe they owe you an explanation. Like, there's just something that was not accurate, and I feel like whoever this is feels that they owe you also an explanation. Let's clear it on last money. You or they feel like there was an explanation needed and an apology. We have the Heart of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. You do have this talk coming. If it is an apology, it is coming. I see someone here wanting to maybe even, you know, I feel like they were playing some games here. Like, whoever, let's clear. This person was very avoidant. That's how you know who this is. This person was maybe even kind of rude. This person maybe even has something psychological going on. I'm getting this, this person here has a lot of problems, is what I'm hearing as well. And for some of you, they're an addict of some kind of some drug or something that is changing the way that they're reacting to otherwise normal so-called situations. This person is possibly bipolar. They may have a bipolarism. Now, I'm not saying that in a general sweeping fashion that everybody here who has some kind of personality function feature, or however you want to call it, or psychological sort of nuance, is XYZ type of person. But I am saying that you were dealing with someone here who happened to have some of these traits, and they maybe were not fully transparent with you, but you were dealing with the aftermath of what that led to. This is about expectations, I feel, as well. Someone here may finally come through and say, this is not about you. This is more about me. I don't know if you are fully open to this conversation at this point. I feel like there are moments here that you maybe are not open to revisiting. And this reminds me of the Aries reading. Okay. Yes, doll. What is it? Do you want to come up? You want to come back up? Some of you're really going to have to take time to understand how you see yourself fitting into this discussion. Maybe this is not something that you want to necessarily talk about again. Maybe this is not something that you feel is really in your future or is in your present, is not really, it's just not something you're thinking about. And so some of you, I feel you'll hesitate. You'll think twice before opening this inbox message, is the way that I'm hearing it. Let's get further. I still feel the pain. Yeah, some of you, you're honestly, for some of you, quite traumatized. Like, I see that you don't want to talk about something here. It's like, I just don't want to go there. It's like, I feel like you actually kind of had closure on your own with something, and then here they come, kind of vibes like, okay, I need security coming through. I watch your social media. Like, maybe now this person's feeling bad. This reminds me, the runner turning into the chaser. Now this person's coming back right when you sort of healed, and now it's like, they maybe sort of somebody framing you that it's you. Let's clear. They're like putting on you what they were doing to you, basically. It's like, why are you running from me now? It's like, well, hello, you were running for like the whole other aspects of, how we were relating to one another, okay? AKA the last 12 years. Some of you felt this person was controlling the dynamic, and then now that you're sort of having your own say and your own voice and your own sort of dynamic that you set even with yourself, it's like now they have something to say. Now they're feeling like they have some kind of gripe with that, or some kind of, they're acting maybe even like that they were acting that they don't really care. In the past, they were playing hard to get. However, for some of you, I'm seeing they were sort of putting on a facade that you didn't really matter to them, to the extent that you actually do. And I feel like this person, you actually do matter a whole lot to this person. This person was sort of like very entertained by the facade they were putting up, in the fact that you were actually going for it. For some of you, this person was literally sort of feeling they were getting away. There's a word for it, like when you don't have to steal but you're doing it for fun. I see it sort of like that. Like, this person really was getting some sort of psychological sort of kick out of you not believing even something here, like, or you believing something here, or there just being something issue here. And then I see when you're kind of letting all of that go, they're sort of wondering why you're letting go of the drama. And it's funny, really. It's sad. It's honestly very sad. It's like, wow, okay, so you were invested in my downfall in a way. Okay, you knew that I was actually kind of really hurting back there, and that I'm seeing a big white dog. There's something really disturbing of it for someone. You may just see like the extent of someone's colors truly here, the extent of where their behavior can go, once they sort of so-called surrender. It's like you see the most when they sort of give you the most, we'll say it like that. Okay, they're definitely sort of, we'll say, returning. And I feel like this is something very uncomfortable for you. Somebody here has a Venus in Virgo, because it's not just a return, it's like, it's the real truth. And it's like, okay, now that I see who you really are, like, I need to be here for myself. It's not about me and you coming together. This is about me seeing who you really are, and me needing to sort of be really truly for myself, here for myself, and being alone. For some of you, it's like you have to push this person away, I feel, or like at least have really strong boundaries. Like, you can't just come back and like play this little game with me. Okay, I hear like that. I'm not here for just like, your friend zone, turn it into a string along, and then you cut the string, and then you're joking around and you think you're fucking hilarious, and then you come back and it's like, oh, you have tears? Like, why? Like, I thought, this is ridiculous. Let's come in the heart chakra and down the back. This person was very, very insensitive. This person is I feel they have a lot of, they're tormented spirit, you guys. Let's just clear the energy. Yeah, this person is honestly a tormented individual. They're tormented. Okay, so someone who's it's like that's their language. So that's what they share with other people. They share this tormented frequency. They don't know anything really. Okay, when it comes to also real love and compassion, because they don't yet experience and exchange that frequency when it comes to the relationship that they have with themselves. And that's the basis point for any other relationship, is the one that you hold with yourself. So this person is just giving you all that they've got, and you're saying that's just not, oh, that's not good enough for me, that's not my style. And so you're realizing that this person maybe has a lot of issues here, or that there are issues that maybe weren't so obvious and weren't so clear. For some of you, this person just extremely immature. And we're not talking about age, we're talking about the growth really did not really happen here when it and this person, for some of you, maybe is like a bit of like a smart aleck, a bully. Okay, it's like poking fun at you and like, yeah, knowing that you're hurting and that you're squirming, but like they're still doing it, and it's like they won't let up. It's like someone here very, very bullyish. I hate to say that, but anyways, you know, this is you now saying, I look out for myself and I don't look at it the way you do anymore. So this is you maybe even sort of changing the game up when it comes to your values, your standards, your interests. You know, maybe you let this person sort of take the reign with what the dynamic was in the connection. And then now you're putting your foot down. You're saying, no, that's not how I want our future to look. And I realize that if I'm allowing this behavior right now, that it's going to extend into the future, and we're not going to ever speak about this ever again, because you're going to make it, sort of normalized. And so that's maybe something that you are also really, sort of trying to work in a committed way towards sort of solidifying and saying, I don't go back on that. Like, if I say no to that, I'm not going to negotiate it. And some of you here, you have someone maybe who was sort of trying to get away with as much as they could. I hate to say that, but yeah, they were. And I feel like maybe that's something you're realizing, like, that's actually your behavior. It's not that you're being funny. It's that you're being manipulative. It's not that you're being very interesting and smart. It's that you're being kind of like mysterious, but like in a very inconsiderate and selfish way. And in a very, sort of like, it's like, I feel that you saw this person's like devil character. It's like in a very sort of disturbing way. It's like, you're not mysterious, you're not sexy, it's disturbing. Yeah, and you're disturbed. I hear that. It's like, so some of you, let's clear it, you're starting to realize that this is sort of like a big problem, and that you are not qualified to fix this person, and that, this is something that I see you also like dropping the whole guilt game. Okay, yeah, it's like, sorry, you don't know how to move your chess pieces, like you're just gonna freeze on the board like that, and you're just gonna sort of flop in our contract. Well, that's really too bad for you. And you're saying, you know what, I don't have to wait on this person's reaction to see how I see myself. So you're saying, I also will move on. For some of you, some of you are not saying that, you are doing that. Okay. So now it depends on, a lot of factors here, but I feel like, because it is a matter of bravery, and it's just not, I feel, an easy situation for you to just sort of pack your things up from. For some of you, though, I see that you will do that. And I see that you have gotten to the point where it's gotten so, like, raw. Let's clear it down the back. Some of you feel this person was just, again, I mean, the only one to start to say it like this, but it was just pure torment. Some of you were dealing with someone who's very religious, the heart of Pentacles. Some of you, this person had things that they hadn't confronted with themselves, and it started to become your issue. And it was starting to really feel very heavy and burdensome. Like, I just don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to, have to think about and worry about this person and what they're going through and what they mean when they do this or that, or what, what their interests are. And like, I feel that this person was playing a shit ton of mind games with you. I have to be just like so freaking frank and honest that, was their interest? It was honestly 8 feet under at a certain point. It's like, why did you kill the interest with all of this like heavy dead weight of, even like just weird thoughts. Like, for some of you, I feel like you feel that this person put so much sort of in between, okay, the love, okay, like, how do we say this? Like, they kind of, they sabotaged it in a way, Now, some of you, someone feels like you're impossible to get a hold of again. I see something about a children's park. Some of you maybe like, you're just in a different vibe. You're clearly not entertaining, silly gestures here of affection, sort of expression. You're not interested. You're not interested in just someone's interest in you. Okay, it's like there's a lot more than that needs to be checked off as a box for me to actually respond. Okay, I'm hearing error mark. Some of you just really, yeah, you're talking more like quality here over quantity as well. It's like you can send 100,000 messages. You better say that one thing in that one message, or I'm not talking to you at all. You hear me? For some of you, whoa, you have a very serious standard here. Some of you, this is about commitment, or it's about something that you need as an absolute, and like that you felt like this person was going in circles with you, being kind of like a smart aleck. I just keep hearing that. So yeah, somebody dealing with someone very stubborn, but like the thing is that it could easily, I feel, be taken in a way that is sort of funny, okay, or like, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's not. If you really think about how it makes you feel, it's like, that's not funny. For some of you, you know, don't claim this if you are chuckling like a huckleberry ass fin of a hyena with this person and you're loving it and you're having a lovely time. Please don't take this message in that case if you're truly enjoying, okay, the dynamic between you two. But there's just something, maybe this is going to evolve. Maybe you guys have the capacity to like, also I'm hearing make right love, but it really comes down to the foundation, like, of self-respect and respect that is then exchanged between you two. So for some of you, maybe this person's even like making jokes that are very hurtful, but it's like they're just projecting onto you what they see about themselves, and it's like that's very much immature. And spiritually so as well, because what you do to another, you do to yourself, and what you do to somebody else is what you're doing to yourself. So there's really no conversation here about it's your fault or I'm going to point a finger at you. You see what I'm saying? This person was really in their ego energy, and they have been, and they are. I hear that still. So it's really up to you to, yet again, it's like make an ultimatum here known and say, I just cannot talk to you anymore if you are going to talk to me like that. And that's just that. So yeah, no, let's clear. Now this person, for some of you, they don't like you having boundaries with them. This is someone here who is definitely in a narcissistic energy. Okay, this person is feasting off of, okay, kind of like getting away with moving people's boundaries, okay? Not to where they're not at, okay? It's like, I just like to feel like, because that's how they derive their sense of power and control. They like feeling that no one's going to tell them what to do because, well, quite frankly, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Okay, because they're not in alignment, you're not a manifester, you're not in that creative energy, you are manifesting at every moment, but you're not a manifester because it's all your perspective, right? So this person they're seeing themselves as a victim, which is why they need to derive power by way of how they manipulate other people, which is a victim, true victim energy. You're victim then to your reality around you, which is not you creating it and energetically first creating, right? Energy precedes matter, but just sort of like observing in a blank sort of stare kind of way, your so-called 3D matrix reality and believing that is like the real situation. So this person is sort of like in the victim energy, and they're sort of like quote unquote like a victim right now. So what's happening here is, yeah, they're not able to really be honest with you as well as what I'm hearing. And so this is not a powerful energy, and it's not an empowering energy. And I feel like whoever this is feels truly like helpless. They feel that they have no control, and that's why, yet again, it's like, if anything, I feel like they would respect you sort of having self-control, and not because that's healthy and then we're going to be in a loving relationship. No, this is like, this person needs to realize that, you know, they cannot love you without loving themselves. So, and that's the barometer here, okay? Because so many of you, I feel, you have self-respect and you're not letting this person back in, and that is allowing, and really is coaching this person back to themselves, okay? To be able to have this real discussion with themselves that's ethical, because they cannot lie to themselves here about what's going on. I mean, so the more that you push this energy back, they're going to be treating themselves the way that they maybe were planning on treating you, and it's like, then there's a really big mirroring moment there, and they're going to have to realize, that just simply as well, like, let's go. They're not going to be feasting on your energy space as well, and your assets and your good karma. So thank you for tuning in. Let me know how this resonated by hitting the like button. Subscribe if it's your first time here, and we'll see you in the next videos. Hopefully, if you feel guided, of course, always use your intuition. This is a channeled space, and this is going to be a very raw sort of, outlet space. So just as a heads up for future references, we get pretty deep into astrology every so often. We get it gets interesting. So deep. Let's get just a few more cards here. Let's back it up. Yeah, this is something that you have to let's get just even a few more cards there. This is something that, let's clear it on, let's say body. It's about leadership, Virgo. We'll see